The highly anticipated Outlast Trials is finally here with its early access release, and I was able to get in some playing time and get a good feel for the game. And maybe you're wondering if you should buy it, so let's go ahead and answer that in this video. People have been really looking forward to this new installment within the Outlast franchise due to its new cooperative gameplay. If you played Outlast in the past, you know they were all single player before and did a really good job of making you want to shit yourself. People were wondering if a co-op game would mix well with the Outlast style and if this game would compete with the other successful multiplayer horror games such as Dead by Daylight or Phasmophobia. Short answer is I do think it does mix pretty well, and it may even be able to compete with the likes of Dead by Daylight. I think it's more comparable to a game like Phasmophobia. The game starts off with a very familiar feel to the previous games, placing you in a trial where you need to destroy some important documents relating to you and then escaping. But before that, you're actually able to create your own character with a variety of different face types and hairstyles to make your own character uniquely yours. This game immediately introduces many new differences, such as the new storage system where you can hold up to 3 items which can consist of throwables, medical supplies, or batteries for your night vision. Now the throwables is a big difference from the original games. You were never really able to fight back in the previous titles, however in this one you do have the ability to stun enemies. I was afraid that this would ruin the game and make the enemies less intimidating, but I feel like the balance with throwables so far is pretty good. Also, the new health system is completely different where you need to actually use meds to heal as opposed to before where you would just need to wait some time and he would heal over time. Dealing with enemies is the same as before. You're given multiple places to hide, you can lean around corners, turn as you're running, and open doors fast or slow. Everything we're already used to. Once you complete the introduction, you're then sent to Murkoff facility. This is where the Outlast world completely changes. You're placed in an open lobby with other test subjects, aka other players, and you're given your own customizable cell, which is actually pretty cool. I already bought my own record player and changed my walls. You're probably wondering how I was able to buy things in this game, and I obviously had to throw in an extra $100 on top of the $30 price tag on the game in order to get that in-game currency to buy those items. Now, obviously I'm kidding. As of now, there is no in-game add-ons like that. You simply just need to start playing some online trials. From the lobby, you can team up with other players and head into different trials, complete them, and then earn some in-game currency. As of now, we are only able to access 3 different trial missions with 1 more labeled as classified. We will likely get more and more trials with time since this game is still in early access. Overall, going through the trials with friends was pretty enjoyable. The overall gameplay mechanics with movement and using the night vision is still the same, but I will say the game definitely doesn't give the same psychological fear as the original games. It is still fun and is enjoyable with friends. You may not be sitting in a corner in fear as you were before, but you will be laughing at your friends dying to the killers in the trials. I will also say there are a few things I didn't like about the gameplay. First one is that it just feels too crowded at times. Like I'll be running away from 5 different enemies at once and I'll really have no clue what's going on. Everything is just dark. I just keep running from room to room trying to get away. This kind of takes away from the fear of not seeing the enemies and trying to kind of stay out of sight, as you're mainly just running in this game and not really trying to be sneaky. Maybe you are able to do that with some mastery of the game, but as of now I am definitely not on that level. I think it would be better if they reduced the amount of enemies in the lobbies, or at least so there's only a couple in the beginning, maybe 1 or 2, and then 3 to 4 towards the end middle, and then maybe just go all out at the end as you're trying to leave. That's what I think would be better than how they have it right now. If you are getting the game and if you're enjoying this video, be sure to subscribe for future Outlast content where I'll be releasing guides to help you get through the game. Every sub means a lot to me, so thank you. One of the things that I do really like about the game, however, is the new ability system. When you level up in the game, you will get this money symbol thing. There's 2 different types of currency. One is to help you upgrade your room. There's another one that helps you get abilities. The one that helps you get abilities is this green one. As you level up, you will gain access to different characters in the waiting lobby, such as the engineer and the pharmacist. Through these people, you are able to buy certain perks to help you get through the game. One example is the X-ray ability from engineer that helps you see enemies through walls so you know what areas to avoid. Or through the pharmacist, you can buy the slide perk where you can now slide instead of needing to crouch through low spots. And that is just the beginning to these abilities. There's many more that we can go ahead and use and also even upgrade certain abilities. Overall, I would say this game is worth its $30 price tag, especially if you're able to play with friends or if you're just down to play with randoms you meet in the game. It's very easy to find other people looking for a game in your waiting lobby. I immediately got invited to join a lobby as soon as I loaded up. So if your worry is that you may not be able to find anyone to play with, I wouldn't worry about that. Everybody is looking to squad up right now. My main concern for the game is really its replayability. I don't think this game will be replayable like Dead by Daylight. That's why I think it's more of a comparison to Phasmophobia, where you get on, want to try try new things, try every different little section, every map, experience different ghosts, and really just wanting to have fun getting scared with friends. The quality is great and it is definitely a step up from Outlast 1 and 2, and you should definitely enjoy this game if you had a good time during those. There are factors that will encourage you to reach higher levels to unlock new features in the game. I do think this will help with the replayability, but to expect it to compete with Dead by Daylight, I doubt it. I would definitely say the game is worth its $30 price tag, but if you want to wait until the game is not in early access, which might be a really long time because everyone knows early access pretty much means the game is actually out, but I do believe we should expect a lot more content to come, because as of now I don't think the 4 trials will be enough. I think we should expect a lot more, especially with time. Also, the game is a little bit buggy right now. It's not terrible, but there are definitely some notable bugs. Of course, this game is still in early access, so for that reason I'm not really dinging it for that yet. And if you really can't bear little bugs like that, I recommend waiting until the game has a few patches come out and even maybe some new content. Despite the game being in early access, I really like where the game is now, and I'm really looking forward to what they do in the future. I really do think it'll work like a Phasmophobia, where you'll kind of enjoy it every now and then, and they'll add new content bringing you back to the game. Hope you guys check this game out. If you do, let me know your thoughts on it. Till next time, love it, see ya.